It hasn't quite sunk in yet, if I'm honest. It's been a very exciting 2 weeks, and I'm back in office as Vice President of Activities and Development, so it hasn't quite sunk in yet. I'm going to give it a little bit of time. Very exciting. It's also the first time that we've had an all-female sabbatical team, and I'm really excited for us ladies to show the world what we are capable of. Obviously 11 years is an incredibly long time, and I feel very lucky to have been elected. I didn't want to say in my campaign, you know, it's been 11 years, it's about time there's a woman, because I wanted people to vote for me for what I stand for as a woman, rather than the fact that I am a woman. But yeah, so it's a very exciting time for us here at City. So. My dad is one of my inspirations, if I'm honest. He works incredibly hard, as does my mum. Other people that I look to in the wider world is probably people like Princess Diana, because she had the spotlight on her, and when you're in that position you have options on how to use that, and she used it in a way that helps people, and through her kind nature she managed to do a lot of incredible work. But I also look at little things that happen on a day-to-day basis, so when someone gets up and lets someone else have a seat on a bus, to me that's really inspirational. So I get my inspiration in a lot of different ways from a lot of different people. I like to think that in order to represent such a diverse array of students that we do have here at City, the best thing to do is actually to go out and talk to as many of them as possible. Obviously, I'm not necessarily a male, for example, but the more you interact with different communities, the better you can represent them. And we also have representative bodies that represent different groups of people as well, so working with them is really, really important, and I'm looking forward to it. And you know what, diversity at City is one of the most exciting parts of being here. We have 7,000 international students of all different backgrounds and faiths, and we can all learn a lot from one another, and yeah. I think the noticeable changes in terms of when I come into office that will happen, and they're going to happen anyway, is the facilities. So the implementation of the new student union offices, the new student union spaces, so we're going to have social spaces where societies can do activities, the new bar, multi-faith facilities, and of course the brand new sports centre that's going to be opening. That's going to be massive change to students here at City. It's going to improve the student community, and it's going to make students feel like there's more of an atmosphere here, which is really exciting for the incoming freshers. I think that's going to make a massive difference, and what I want to continue is student input, and any student feedback that we get from those facilities I want to take back to the university and make sure that they're taken into account. But that's going to be one of the massive changes. Another thing that I really want to do, and it sounds really simple, is to get a water fountain put in the library, because at the moment there's no water fountains. So students who are looking to get a drink of water whilst they're studying, especially at the weekend, because the security closed the doors where the nearest water fountain is, so they'd have to walk all the way around to the college building just to get some water. So I'd like to see implementation of maybe a water fountain within the library, because little things like that will make quite a big difference. I don't think change is an individual thing. I think the more you can empower other people, other students, to go on and create changes, the better. So for example, I'll be working with a whole executive team who have brilliant ideas, and if I can support them in the best way I can within my position as president, I think we can create a lot of change. And it's about those support networks, it's not about an individual. In terms of difficulty, I wouldn't ever say anything's necessarily a difficulty, more of a challenge. I think the big transition that we are going through at City, like I said, we're going to have brand new facilities, and things are going to be switched around quite a lot between now and next year, and that could come, problems can come from that. So dealing with those, because with them you can't really predict what's going to happen. Other difficulties include the fact that the union is under-resourced. If you look at other unions within the country, they have a much bigger budget to work with, which means their systems and their societies and activities and everything is a lot more efficient. And I know a lot of the work that we do to our best capability, but we could do a lot more if we were funded a bigger block grant. So we've already put a paper towards the to the university saying, you know, the potential of a students' union could have if we were granted this funding. So we're just waiting back to hear from that. The third difficulty, I wouldn't say it's a difficulty, but like you said, there's a diverse range of students here at City, and I think one of the challenges of being a student union president is knowing exactly what case to put forward that represents all of those views. I see good things, lots of good things. I see the student community improving. I see students coming to City and really feeling like they're part of it. Obviously we want it to be part of their identity, and when they leave we want them to look back and say, you know what, I'm really glad I went to City University London. We're constantly improving. So yeah, good things, exciting things, and a lot of change, and I'm hoping that will be made apparent quite soon, so within the next year.